All right, hello, Teacher Blake, back for another full ACT follow-along practice test. This time, I do implore you, if you actually are practicing for the ACT, perhaps you can pause the video at the start of each question, try working it out to the best of your ability, and then play through that minute to see how you did, see if my thinking helps you, or maybe if you dispute some of my thinking, who knows. It could be a pretty proactive way to go about this little ACT follow-along. So as we see here, 1 hour on the clock. Got mock test number 3 in front of us. Let's go ahead and get started. Actually, you know what? I know you can't do that in the real ACT. I do want to say this time, I've found myself getting caught the first 2 times doing what a lot of students do and what the ACT writers try to cause, the pain the ACT writers try to cause to students, is that they make a string of easy problems. Then all of a sudden they throw in a problem or two that seem easy, but they actually take a lot of time. So as I notice those problems, I'm just going to star them and move past them, come back at the end and try to work on those kind of extra hard problems with the time I have left, rather than waste 4, 5, 6 minutes in the middle of my test doing them. Okay, so I restarted the timer. Let's get it. Did I hit it? Going. Okay, so starting off here, if 0.6 over x equals 2, what is x equal to? Let's multiply by x on both sides. So 0.6 equals 2x, divide by 2 on both sides. Therefore, x equals 0.3. There we go, answer E. All right, the printing cost of a book is 15% higher this year than they had been when the book was sold at $45. Okay, so the book was sold at $45. This is I guess, an old selling price. If the selling price of the book had increased by the same percent as the printing cost, so this 15%, what would the new selling price of the book be? So whatever $45 is times 1.15, or an increase of 15%. So 45 times 1.15, I'm going to bust the calculator out for this one. So 45 times 1.15 equals 51.75. Okay, and that looks like that is answer K. That is a 15% increase. All right, Andrew earns his salary of $9 per hour for up to 35 hours of work each week. Over 35 hours of work in a week, the salary is 1 2/3 the original. Okay, so for 35 hours out of the week, Andrew earns $9 per hour. How much does he earn in a week for 42 hours of work? So 42 minus the 35 of normal pay is 7. So we have an additional 7 hours in which he gets paid this extra amount. So this extra amount is whatever 35 times 1 2/3 is. Yeah, let's just grab the calculator for that one too. So 35 times 1 2/3. So 58.3. All right, so we have 35 times 9 plus $58, which is his new hourly rate in the overtime region. So let's just go ahead and type that all in. 35 times 9 plus 58 times 7. And I'm sure rounding is going to be okay here. Oh, 35. I got way wrong here. Something got way off. Let's try this again. 35. It's not 35. What am I doing here? What am I doing? This is supposed to be a 9. It's $9 times 1 2/3. And that's an easy one because 1/3 of 9 is 3. So 1 2/3 of 9 is 9 plus 3 plus 3, which is 15. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this is actually 15. Bad start, eh? So 35 times 9. Let's bring this up again. We got 35 times 9 plus 15 times. I should have realized. I'm so focused. $58 an hour is insane. So 35 times 9 plus 58. Oh my gosh, I'm doing it again. This is a disaster. 15 times 7. It's, you know what I did is I switched the order of the pay rate. That's what confused me. The answer is $420. Look at that. Okay, so 3 questions in, and we are 4 minutes in. So I got to make up some time, and let me get rid of this calculator here. All right, so 4p to the 6th times negative 2 times p to the 4th. I know they have parentheses here, but yeah, the negative 2 is just multiplied to the p to the 4th. So this is equal to 4 times 2, which is 8, times p to the 6th times p to the 4th, which is 10 p's overall. So 8p to the 10th. And do we have a negative? Oh, look at that. We have a negative. It's going to get pulled out through all of this. So negative 8p to the 10th. Got to watch myself. All right. So here we have a cone, the total surface area of a right circular cone with a base radius r and slant height L. So it says find the total surface area of the figure below. So I assume this is L, 39 here. What is this 36? Is that supposed to be the circumference, maybe? I mean, it's not the radius. That doesn't make sense. I guess let's just assume it's the circumference, I suppose. So circumference equals 2 pi r. Gosh. Are they really saying that the radius is 36? Does that actually make sense? Let's just try it. Visually, that doesn't really make sense, but pi times 36 times 39. Okay, that's just going to be a big number. It's pi times 36 squared plus 36 times 39. So really, we just care about what's going on in the right there. Let's bring the calculator back up. So 36 times 36 plus 36 times 39. 2,700. I think that's, see, that's not even an answer. 2,700 pi. So I guess we'll come back to this one, but I think that this 36 is meant to represent the circumference. They probably should have marked it up better. I'll come back to it. All right, in the figure below, AFB, CGD, and EFG are lines. Got that? And they're telling us that this AFE right here is 128, which they show. And then what is the measure of ACG? So right here. Well, looking at this, let's draw a comparison between this angle right here and this angle right here. So those are both going to be 128. Okay, and then if we back that up just a little bit, you see a chunk of that is 90. So really 90 plus this unknown amount, this like question mark amount, should equal 128. So 128 minus 90 is, what is that, 38? That is our missing angle, letter H. Okay, what is the least common numerator of these fractions? These are big fractions. So least common numerator. Least common numerator. Is 18 a factor of not least common denominator? 441 times, I mean, to find the least common denominator, this would at least be the first step, but for some reason, I just don't feel like this is right. This might be another one we're getting wrong here. Let's see. 441 times 105 times 18. This number, 83,490. I feel questionable at that one at best, but I don't really want to spend time on it. I don't really know what they mean by least common numerator. I guess could we simplify, whatever. All right. Which of the following polynomial equations has roots -7 and 2? So we're going to want things in the form of x plus 7 equals 0 and x minus 2 equals 0. That way, when we plug in -7, we get a 0. And we plug in 2, we get a 0. That's our goal. So we have here and here. Wow, look at that. Answer A. So that's nice and convenient. Let's just make sure no others are with that pattern. This one, but look, it's x minus 7. So that would be the x equals 7 and x equals 2. Not quite what we're looking for. All right. All right, the combined length of 3 strips of ribbon is 100 centimeters. Okay, so if we have all this ribbon together, we have 100 centimeters. Lovely. The lengths of the strips are in a ratio of 4 to 7 to 9. So, okay, so we have like a short strip, like a medium strip, and then like this long strip at the end. Okay, where this is like 4x, 7x, and 9x. What is the length of the shortest strip? Okay, so we just need to find x and then multiply it by 4. So 4x plus 7x plus 9x equals 100 total. So that's 1620x equals 100 total. So x is 5. And if x is 5, then 4 times 5 is 20. So the shortest length is 20. Answer B. All right. All right, which of the following is a solution to the equation x squared minus 12x equals 0? Okay, well, we can factor an x out of both. So that leaves us with x minus 12 on the inside. So then our zeros are x equals 0 and x equals 12. That's where the two values that make this equation true. Looks like 12 is our only available one, so answer G. Okay, so points P, which is 5, 1, and Q, which is 1, 3, lie on a standard xy coordinate plane. Okay, so we'll plot those. 5, 1 is like here. -1, 3 is like right there. So that's Q, and that's P. What is the midpoint? So the midpoint is just going to be the average of the two x values and the average of the two y values. So the x values are 5 and -1, and the y values are 1 and 3. So for x, let's do the x first. 5 plus -1 all over 2 is 4 over 2, which is 2. And for the y, we have 1 plus 3 over 2, which is 4 over 2, which again is 2. So our midpoint is 2, 2, which makes sense visually. Answer A. All right, what is the volume in cubic meters of a rectangular box that is 6 meters deep, 4 meters wide, and 9 meters long? So we have this rectangular box, kind of a fun way to, rectangular, try that again. So we have our little box. Something I like to sometimes do when I'm trying to draw these 3D shapes is copy and paste. Good luck doing that with your pencil while on the ACT, but you can kind of just sketch it out. All right, here's our prism. 6 by 4 by 9 in one orientation or the other, and the volume is literally just length times width times height. Probably spent too much time on this problem. 6 times 4 times 9. 6 times 4 is 24, times 9 is 240 minus 24, which is 216. Look at that, answer K. On to the next. All right, which of the following expressions is equivalent for all real values? So right away I key in there's a negative here. They're going to try to trick you. So let's distribute that through to every term and rewrite this. So 3x to the third minus 2x plus 8 minus a negative 2x squared. So plus 2x squared minus 4x. Oh, it thinks I misspelled this. That's funny. Get that out of here. Minus a negative 3 plus 3. So 3x to the third. We have a 2x squared. And then we have negative 2x and minus 4x, so minus 6x. And then 8 and 3 makes 11. There's our answer. Let's see if we can find it. So positive 3x to the third, positive 2x squared. So neither of those. Minus 6x. Looks like it's answer C, plus 11. There it is. On to the next. All right, let n be an integer. Let e be the statement that n is positive. Let f be the statement that n is odd. If n equals 100, which is even, which of the following statements is true? Okay, so this is positive, so E is true in this case. E is true, but F is false because it's an even number, so F is not true. So this is answer G right here. E is true, F is false. A little logical mapping for fun. All right. We have a little arithmetic. So absolute value, I'll just write those to start here. But inside we have negative 8 times 3 minus 2 times negative 6. Really trying to get you with your negatives here. So this is the absolute value of negative 24, negative 8 times 3. And then minus 2 times a negative 6 is positive 12. So this is the absolute value of negative 12, which is the absolute value is always the positive version of what's on the inside, whether it's negative or positive on the inside. Make it positive. So positive 12. Answer C. And I wonder how many people are going to answer B and be sad when they get it wrong. All right, in the standard xy coordinate plane, what is the slope of the line 8x minus 3y equals 24? So we have the equation 8x minus 3y equals 24. Let's get it into slope-intercept form. Y equals mx plus b. That's our goal. So we're going to minus 8x to both sides. Okay. So we have negative 3y equals negative 8x plus 24. And then we're going to divide by negative 3 to both sides. Okay, y equals negative 8 over negative 3 is positive 8/3 x minus 8. But all we really care about is this piece right here, the slope. 8/3 positive. Answer F. All right, a function f is defined as f of x comma y comma z equals, okay, all this, multiple variables. What is f of 1 comma negative 2 comma 3? So f of 1 comma negative 2 comma 3 should be equal to 3 times x, which is 1 squared, plus 2 times x times y, which is 1 times negative 2, minus y times, and I just need to make a little bit more space. Let's do this. And that's not a y, rather. Y is negative 2, and z is 3. All right, let's solve it. So 3 times 1 squared is 3 times 1. 2 times 1 is 2 times negative 2 is minus 4. And then minus a negative 2 is plus 2 times 3 to the third. So 3 minus 4 plus 2 times 27. 3 times 3 times 3. So then that's negative 1 plus 54, which is 53. Is that an answer? Oh my gosh, it is. Letter D. Love it when that happens. Okay, on to question 18 here. In a circle graph illustrating the above 5 budget amounts, what should be the measure of the central angle? So, okay, so referencing this right here. Oh, for rooms booking sector. Okay, so if we had a circle graph, and in total this was $800 inside here, how much of that is rooms booking? 300, which is going to be a little less than half. So something like right here, maybe, would be the $300 chunk. And that angle is going to be, let me move this over, just whatever 300 divided by 800 is as a percent, times by the total angle in a circle, which is 360. So let's bust out the calculator for this one. So we have 300 over 800 times 360. 135. 135 degree angle. Makes about sense. Letter K. Get rid of this calculator. And on to the next. All right, the amount budgeted for food consists of 4 kinds of food. Pizza, hot dogs, hamburgers, and spaghettis. What is the average price for each kind of food? So the average for those, so the amount we spent on food was $250. There's 4 different types of food, so the average price per type is $250 over 4, which is $125 over 2, which is 67.5, I think. 62.5. That's right. 62.5. All right. I guess I could write that here. I hope that's right. I did some mental math. All right, suppose a bar graph will be used to illustrate the amount of the expenses. The length of the bar for transportation should be what fraction of the length of the bar for rooms booking? Interesting. So if it was a bar graph, rooms booking, the length of the bar for transportation should be what fraction of the length of the bar for rooms booking? So transportation is 80 compared to rooms booking, which is 300. Is this all they're asking for? 80 over 300? I'm wondering if it's like relative to the total amount. 80 over 300. Or I guess 8 over 30. But that's not even an answer. Okay, I think what they're asking for here, let me get rid of this calculator because they just want it in fractions anyway. I think what they're asking is, okay, I don't want to spend too much time on this. 300, what is 80 out of 800 total compared to 300 out of 800 total? So this is 1/10 divided by 1/8. Is that, no, 3/8, 3/8, which is 8 over 3 times 10, which is 8/30. Is that not what we just got? 4/15. 4/15. It's simplified. Oh my gosh. Okay. On to the next. Which of the following percents is closest to the percent of the total budget that remains to be assigned? Okay, so we have 800 minus how much in total? 80, 250, and 300. So this is 550, 630. Leaves us 170 in the middle, or 170 left rather. So 170 out of 800 is what? I don't know. Probably like 18% or something. Let's bring up the calculator. So 170 out of 800. Oh, am I not typing? Let's try that again. 170 out of 800. 21% roughly. Okay. Answer B. Calculator. Goodbye. On to the next. All right. In the figure below, find the value of X. Okay, lovely. So we have 4 angles inside a 4-sided polygon here, so those add up to 360. So x plus 46 plus 2x plus 104 plus 78 should equal 360. So x plus 2x plus 104 and 78 and 46. So 150, 228 equals 360. So 3x equals, oh gosh, what is that? 330 and 230 and 360 is 130, so 132. So then x should be equal to 120 gives us 40 plus 12, so 3, so 43. X equals 43. It's not an answer. 3, 8, 12, oh, 44. I did a little mental math wrong. You can check me on that. All right, what is the area in square coordinate units of parallelogram PQRS shown in the standard XY coordinate plane below? Area. So the area of this parallelogram is the same as the area of this rectangle right here. If you were to just take that triangle and just chop it and kind of put it into this space. So the width down here is 6, 2 to 8. And then from 0 to 9 is 9. So 6 times 9 is our area, which is 54. Letter A. On to the next. Okay, right triangle, UVW is shown below. The side lengths are given in inches. What is tangent of theta? Okay, so TOA, tangent of theta is equal to the opposite over the adjacent. So tan of theta in this case is equal to 3 over 10. All right, I spent a lot of time writing. Got it. Let's go. All right, the system of equations below has one solution, P, Q. What is the value of P? Let's see here. So, a system of equations. So we want to find P. So let's get P first, meaning let's cancel Q's. So we're going to do elimination here. That sounds fun. So let's do -2 times all of the bottom one. It's going to leave us with 6P plus 5Q Oh, I don't want to eliminate my p's. I want to eliminate my q's ideally. That's fine. We'll just solve for, okay. Equals 19. And then negative 6p, positive 4q, and positive 26. Add those two together. Those are 0. 9q equals 3645. Therefore, q is 5. And if q is 5, then 6, and let me write this down here. Q is 5, then 6 times p plus 5 times 5 should equal 19. So 6 times p is 19 minus 25, which is negative 6. P is negative 1. Ba-ba. On to the next. All right, Stephen joined the local petrol station's rewards program. He can earn points through free petrol each time he purchases petrol. This is a long question, so we're just going to come back to it. In the figure below, the first pattern consists of 10 square dots. The second pattern, and each successive, literally just another long. We're just going to come back to that one too. Those two in a row. Okay. Which of the following expressions below is a factor of the polynomial 4x to the third minus 7x squared minus 2x? So 4x to the third minus 7x squared minus 2x. Well, we can definitely factor an x out of this. So that's 4x squared minus 7x minus 2. So this is definitely good. X plus 2 and 4x minus 1. Well, let's see. Can we do x plus 2? Let's just try it. What will that leave us with? So if we factor an x plus 2 out of up there, we would need a 4x here to make 4x squared. And we would need a minus 1 here to make negative 2. And then together, that's x, and negative x and positive 8x makes positive 7x in the middle. So this can't be a factor. But then if it was 4x minus 1, this would have to be the factor, but then it doesn't work. So I think it's just 1 only. I might have to think about that one a little longer. Okay, shown below is a circular dartboard with a square shaded region. Alice will throw a dart at random and hits the dartboard. Will throw and hits the dart. Pick your verb tense. What is the probability that the dart hits the second region? The shaded region. Okay, I got to figure my reading out. The area of that square is 3 by 3, which is 9 square centimeters. The area of the circle is pi times its radius, which is 6, half of 12, squared, which is 36 pi square centimeters. Oh, that's a squared. So the probability of hitting the square is 9 over 36 pi, which is 1 over 4 pi, right? Or, yeah, 1 over 4 pi. Answer E. All right, the dimensions of the equilateral triangle are given in inches. What is the value of B? Okay, so it's equilateral, so therefore 3a minus 1 equals 7a minus 9, which equals 2b minus 3. What is the value of B? All right, we're going to start by finding the value of A using those two. So minus 3a to both sides, 4a minus 9. Add 9 to both sides. We have 8 equals 4a. Divide by 4 on both sides. 2 equals a. Okay, now that we know that 2 equals a, what's b? Well, 7 times 2 minus 9 should equal 2b minus 3. So 14 minus 9 is 5. Add 3 to both sides. 8 equals 2b. Divide by 2. B equals 4. B equals 4, and that's what they're asking for. Letter J. On to the next. All right. For right triangle UVW below, cosine of V is 8 over 17, so adjacent over hypotenuse. I agree. What is tangent of V? So tangent is going to be opposite over adjacent. So opposite over adjacent, which is going to be that over 8. So just looking over here, I recognize this is the only one with an 8 in the denominator. And this line will be, I think, 15. It's whatever 17 squared minus 8 squared is, the square root of that. You can check me. Okay, on to the next. All right, when a sports store sets the price of a pair of shoes, sports shoes at $100, I'm just getting the vibe that this is just a thinker. I'm just going to come back to this one. All right. The circumference of a circle is 40 inches. What is the length in inches of the diameter of the circle? Okay, so the circumference is 40 all the way around, 40 centimeters. And circumference is equal to pi times diameter. So therefore, circumference over pi equals the diameter. So the diameter is 40 over pi. Hey, that is what diameter, or that's what pi is. There are 3.14 diameters in any circle. Anyway, well, we can come back to that when we're not taking a test. All right, the height of Canada's CN Tower is 553 meters. What is the closest angle of elevation of the top S of the tower from a point T 300 meters away? So I assume they're looking for this angle here. And so tangent of theta is the opposite, 553, over the adjacent, which is 300. So therefore, theta, the angle itself, is the tangent inverse of 553 over 300. Okay, it's kind of like dividing for trig functions. So let's see, tangent inverse, where is that? Tangent inverse of 553 over 300. Is that an answer, 61.5? Yeah, it looks like it's an answer. Does that make sense? Well, this is taller than it is wide on the ground, so it should be steeper than 45 degrees. So all of those can go anyway. Okay, on to the next. Let's get rid of this calculator. And on to the next. Okay, what is the length in feet of PR? So this diagonal right here on this little diagram, and it looks like it has a side length of 7 by 7. And each of those is just 1 by 1 inside here. Okay. So this diagonal here is, it's really just a triangle here with side length 7. So that's Pythagorean theorem, 7 squared plus 7 squared. Square root of all that jazz is equal to the square root of 49 plus 49, which is equal to the square root of 98, which is right there, answer C. I was going to say like 9.9 or something, but there you go. On to the next. All right, what is the perimeter in feet of one of the 49 congruent squares? So, okay, so one of these squares is 1 by 1 by 1 by 1, and the perimeter is just all those added together. So the answer is 4. 1 plus, I mean, I'll just show my, is that even showing work? Whatever, on to the next. All right, point M starts at P. Point M starts at P and is rotated clockwise about O, the origin, for a total of 540 degrees. So it's like all the way around 360, and then 540 puts you here. And I kind of just know this one because I'm a skier. If you ski or skateboard, you know what a 540 is. So that's at R. You can't really see it's hiding, but that's at R. All right, on to the next. All right, suppose PQRS is in the standard XY coordinate plane such that RS lies on the x-axis. So RS is the x-axis, okay? I can get behind that. So there we go. And the midpoint of RS is the origin. Oh, so right here is our origin. Okay, get behind that too. So that's our vertical. Move that over just a little. And each coordinate is equal to 1 foot. Okay, so what is the coordinate of S? So this is just, okay, that's not so hard. So this is just 3.5 over, which is half of 7. So, okay, the coordinate is 3.5 comma 0 because it's right on the x-axis. So no y value. 3.5 comma 0, answer J. On to the next. All right, for what value of x is this equation true? All right, some algebra. So we have the cube root of 5x plus 2, all plus 8 equals 11. So let's start by subtracting 8 on both sides. We have a cube root of 5x plus 2 equals 3. Now let's cube both sides. So now we have 5x plus 2 equals 27. 3 times 3 times 3. So therefore 5x equals 25 minus 2 on both sides. And x equals 5. That was a fun one. Answer C. On to the next. All right, Tina deposits. Oh, Tina deposits $10,000 at 3% interest compounded monthly. Which of the following expressions represents the amount she will receive after 5 years? Okay, so 3%, I'm assuming this is APR or like annual percentage, but it's compounded monthly, it says. So it's something, if I remember how this goes, it's like 10,000 times 1 plus 0.03 divided by 12 to the 12 times 5. Okay, let's see if that even matches any of these. No. That's 60. So, but 1/12. Oh, wait. No, 0.03. 3% interest. Or is it just 1 plus 0.03? Then it wouldn't be to the 60th. It's compounded monthly. Is this equal to 1 over 400? What is 3 over 120? That's not 1 over 400. What? This wouldn't be like times 5 by any means. Then it would be. No, then it even wouldn't be right. I don't know. I think I'm just going to guess on this one. No, maybe it is to the 12th, but I'm just going to guess this one. I don't know. I'm probably getting this one wrong. On to the next. Let's see. That's 40 questions in. Have 40 minutes to lapse. Let's find out. Hey, only 35 minutes. So we're actually doing pretty good. We have skipped a couple, but let's keep it cruising right now. So which of the following is the decimal equivalent to 3 divided by 13? Oh, I mean, could we use a calculator for this? Let's see. It should be able to, right? 3 divided by 13. So, okay. 0.2307. They want you to do long division, but long division is for boomers. All right, so those are all consistent. 237069, 2308. So it looks like 076. If this was 0769, it would round to 8. So it looks like they rounded. I feel like this is the answer, personally. It's divided by 13. It should be irrational, I think. Let's just move on. We might get this one wrong too. Calculator gonzo. I'm not going to long divide. On to the next. All right, the table below shows the distribution of the numbers of questions in 32 sets of exercises. Okay, so we have this many questions and they appear this many times. Okay. So which of the following statements about the mean of the 32 sets of exercises is true? Okay, so if we wanted to find the mean, we would multiply top by bottom, over and over and over, add those all together, and then divide by the total number of sets. I don't think we need to do that because this is just asking for like ranges. See what I'm saying? So it's like, is it big or small? Well, it looks like it's leaning this way. If I were to guess, the mean's leaning this way because of 8 and 9 and then 6 and 5 relatively. So I think we're going to be bigger than 12. All right. I mean, the mean is definitely going to be greater than 11. That's like, come on now. Okay. I should have just read that one. On to the next. All right. The cost, $C, of printing a poster can be found by using this formula. So the cost is area, I'm assuming A. Yeah, area over 9 root N, which N is the number of copies printed. Which of the following gives the number of posters printed? Oh, that's N. Okay. So the cost is $50. The area is 4,500. And that's over 9 root N. Okay, so multiply root N on both sides. So 50 root N equals 4,500. Oops, 4,500 over 9. Okay, that was from multiplying by root N on both sides. And then divide by 50 on both sides. So root N should equal 4,500 over 50 times 9. Ironically, 50 times 9 is 450. So 4,500 over 450 is 10. Let's just move this all over. So this is 10. Therefore, root n is 10. So therefore, n is 10 squared, which is 100. Oh, gosh. I did all the math. And the answer is 100. Looks like it's 4,500 over 9 times 50 squared. That's what we did. Way too much work. All right, Tommy has $1.78 in quarters. Oh, in quarters, dimes, nickels, and pennies. Okay. So, okay. See, this is one of those deceiving ones. It's probably going to be harder than we think. So $1.78 equals how many quarters he has times 25 cents per quarter, plus how many dimes he has, plus 10 cents per dime, plus how many nickels he has, plus 5 cents, or times 5 cents per nickel. And then I got to even scoot this over because we got pennies, plus how many pennies he has times 0.1. All right. Oh, gosh. How many nickels does Tommy have? So it's like he has 4 more dimes than quarters. So dimes equals 4 plus quarter. He has 8 more nickels. So nickels equals 8 plus quarter. And he has 16 more pennies. So penny equals 16 plus quarter. Oh, gosh. Okay, this is good work done. I'm going to not erase this or anything, but I'm just going to come back and solve this later. Hopefully, I have time. All right, consider the transformation of the standard XY coordinate plane that maps each point, A, B, to the point. Okay, so a little proportional translation here. KA, KB. All right, so 4, 7 goes to 16, 28. 16 is, so 16 divided by 4 is 4. And 28 divided by 7 is 4. So it looks like the multiplying factor is x4. So to go from 7, 2, we multiply both those by 4, we get 28, 8. Looks like A. All right, back on a roll. All right, the length of a side of a square is 8 centimeters. Which of the following values is closest to the sum of diagonals of the square? Interesting. So one of the diagonals is here. That's not diagonal. One of the diagonals is here. Another one right here. Each of those diagonals is Pythagorean theorem. So square root of 8 squared plus 8 squared is the square root of 2 times 64. Which the square root of 64 is 8. That's convenient. So 8 root 2. And we have 2 of them. So it's 16 root 2. Or 8 root 2 times 2. 16 root 2 is... Root 2 is 1.4. But let's just do it. 16 times square root of 2 is 22.6. So 23, it looks like, is our answer. All right. And on to the next. All right, Miss Chen is a college mathematics teacher whose salary is $38,915 for the school year. Substitute teachers are paid $105 each day. Suppose that she takes a no-paid day off and a substitute teacher is paid for her classes. How much less does the school district pay for salary? Okay. So a sub makes $105. I know all too well about this math. I've been on both sides of this. And a teacher makes... whatever their total is, 38,915, divided by how many days they work, which is 181. People love to do this math. Okay, this is going to be a calculator one for sure. So 38,915 divided by 181, 215. So a teacher's making $215 a day and a sub's making $105. So the school district is saving $110 total, which is the difference between those two. Or in other words, the sub is not making as much as a teacher would, even though they're doing the same role for the day. Hey, who am I? All right, on to the next. All right, for a certain location in Yellowstone National Park, the highest and... Did I answer that question? I did. For a certain location in Yellowstone National Park, the highest and lowest temperatures on record are 85 degrees Fahrenheit. The lowest is 60, Okay. So this is like in a geyser. Which of the following statements below is true about the temperatures? So the range of temperatures is 25. Yes, the difference between those is 25. It's not 145. That would be if one of them was negative, but it doesn't look like it is. And the average is 62.5. Yeah, 12.5, 12.5, a difference of 25. So yeah, 1 and 3, which is J. On to the next. Okay, the graph of this in the equation in the standard xy coordinate plane has a vertical asymptote. Vertical asymptotes happen when your denominator is equal to 0 and where your numerator is not equal to 0 at that same x. We'll come to that bridge when it's here. But we have x squared minus 5x minus 6 is the denominator. Let's factor that. Set it equal to 0. That's an x and an x. And I see a, how about a minus 6 and a plus 1 to make minus 5 in the middle. So x equals -1 and x equals 6 are the two places you will get vertical asymptotes. And it looks like 6 is not on our list, but -1 is. So we're going to go with answer E. Okay, what fraction of an 8-inch diameter disc equals an 8-inch diameter disc? Okay, so here we are. Diameter is 8 inches. Equals the same amount of disc as one slice of a 16-inch diameter disc. Okay, that's not a good disc. Let's try that again. So 16-inch. That works. And then they're saying, what are they saying? 16 equal slices. Okay, so just like this tiny little slice of this thing. So the total area of this big disk is pi times half of 16, which is 8 squared, or 64 pi. But that split into 16 chunks. Each one of them is just 4 pi. Now, what fraction of this equals 4 pi? I don't know. Well, the total area of up here is pi times its radius, which is 4 squared, which is 16 pi. So its total area is 16 pi, meaning 4 pi is only 1/4 of it. Okay, so 1/4. Boom. That was a weird question. On to the next. For what real value of x is this true? Okay, so 5 to the x times 5 squared. All right, some properties of exponents over 5 to the 7th, all to the 3rd, equals 1 over 125. All right, let's do 5 to the x times 5 squared is 5 to the x plus 2 over 5 to the 7 times 3, which is 5 to the 21, which equals 1 over 5 to the 3rd. Now let's keep going. 5 to the x plus 2 over 5 to the 21 equals 5 to the -3. If you flip that, multiply by 5 to the 21 on both sides. Let's see. We're going to bring this up to the top. A little messy on this one. So 5 to the 18. So 5 to the x plus 2 equals 5 to the 18. So therefore, x plus 2 equals 18. Is this right? X equals 16. I think. I'm going to go with it. On to the next. All right, what are the real values of m such that any line passing through those points will be horizontal to the x-axis? Okay, so we have this graph right here, the point 5, 4, and m, 4. So comma 4 means they're going to be on this line. M is just like, where are they going to be? Where is that m value? It can be any value. Let me even do it like this. It can be any value except this value right here. So any other value, you're going to connect them and make a line, except for 5. So all real numbers except 5. Hey, look at that. All right, on to the next. All right, what is the value of x in the figure below? Okay. Ooh, so we don't have a right triangle. So this is, oh gosh, this is a trig thing. I probably don't remember. This is a trig thing I probably don't remember. I do know that this right here, 130, so this is 50. I know that. I think, is it law of sines? Sine of 60 over x equals sine of 70 over 700. I think that's the law of sines. Gosh, I don't know. So x is sine of 60 over sine of 70. All times 700. 700. Oh, and that's 700 sine of 60 over sine of 70. Oh my gosh. Okay, if that's right, amazing. On to the next. All right, the graphs of the functions f of x, which is x minus 2 squared plus 1, and g of x, which is x minus 1, are shown below. Which of the following is false? So I'm going to cross out all the things that look true right away. Absolute value of f of x, which is this one, the parabolic, is equal to itself. It's an even function, all positive, so that's true, meaning it's crossed out. Absolute value, ooh, this one's already standing out. Absolute value of g of x is equal to g of x. This is an odd function to the first power, so its absolute value will not equal itself. I think that's right. Let's just check. Does f of 2 equal g of 2? Yep, so that's out. Does f of 3 equal g of 3? Yep, that's out. What's g of 2? G of 2 is 1, so f of 1 is 2. That's true, so it's out. Okay, answer G. Okay, if 1 is less than or equal to s, which is less than or equal to 3, and 7 is less than or equal to t, which is less than or equal to 11, the largest possible value for that, okay, a little optimization problem. This is a little calculus, but we're not going to do calculus. All we know is to get the largest possible value here, we want the bottom to be the smallest possible positive value we can make. Smallest possible positive value. So t needs to be bigger than s, but we want t to be really close to s, really similar. So the biggest, smallest t value, biggest s value, 7 and 3, which is 2 over 7 minus 3, which is 2 over 4. I dare you to try to make something bigger than 1/2. All right, on to the next. All right, given that this point, 3x comma 4, is rotated counterclockwise about the origin through 270, okay, 270 degrees, to q of 4 comma 9, what is the value of x? Okay, interesting. So we have this point that ended up at 4 comma 9, which is like here, and it rotated about the origin 270 degrees, so it's like, was it counterclockwise? It was going counterclockwise, so it's back this way. I know I'm going in reverse order right now. So it should be like here. Yeah, it should be like that. So it should be negative 4 comma 9, I think. Oh, wait. No. I lied. I'm sorry. Negative 9 comma 4. Negative 9 comma 4. I'm not going to dive into this one too much. This is ugly already. But negative 9 comma 4, so x must be negative 3 to make that negative 9. Oh my god. X is negative 3, I think. Okay, on to the next. Okay, oh gosh, matrix multiplication. Which of the following matrices is equivalent to this matrix product? I forgot how to do this. I think it's like negative 3. First of all, is it 1 or 2? It's like something like this. I think it just lands in a 2x1 or 1x2 or whatever. I think it's negative 3 times negative 2 plus 7 times 3, and then 2 times negative 2 plus 4 times 3. So I think it's 27 comma 8. Is that even an answer, please? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm not sure about this one, but on to the next. All right, in the figure, ABC, BGE, FGC, and FFed are all lines. The lengths marked are in feet. Oh, nice little proportional trapezoid here. So what is the length of BE? Nice. So this is 10, this is 14, and then right away I notice these are congruent, meaning these are the same length as each other. So this is the exact average of 10 and 14. The average of 10 and 14, or the middle, is, I'll just do it out, but it's 12. Answer H. On to, we only have 2 more left here. Oh, okay. What is 2/5% of 5/9? So 2/5, that number is 0.4. So we're talking about a tiny percentage, less than 1%. So 2/5% of 5/9. So as a percent, 2/5, or as a decimal, that's actually 2 over 500. 2 over 500. As a decimal, move that decimal 2 places, times 5/9, which is 10/4500ths, which is 1/450th. I think that's right. Is that an answer? Look at that, answer A. All right, on to the last question. All right, for what real values of x, if any, is this jumbled mess equal to 2? So, okay, so log base x of x squared plus x minus 3 equals 2. So change of base formula, x to the 2 equals what's on the inside there, x squared plus x minus 3. So subtract x squared from both sides, they cancel. 0 equals x minus 3, so x equals 3. I think that's right. Letter G. Okay, and we officially are done. We do have to go back and finish. Oh, we have 5 minutes left, and I think we have about 5 questions we skipped. So we have a chance to score the elusive 36. I think I probably missed a few on this go through, but let's just try. Let's find the ones that we have starred here. So let's see, which ones do we have starred? I have a lot of ACT work done. So that's a star. Oh, okay. This was the one that I think we reinterpreted the 36 to mean the circumference. So if 36 is the circumference, so then pi times r is 18. So then r is 18 over pi. Okay, let's accept that as fact. We're just going to go with it. R equals 18 over pi. So then area should equal pi times 18 over pi squared plus pi times 18 over pi times the length, which is 39. I still don't think this is right, but let's try it. So one of this pi cancels with one of these, so we get 18 squared over pi plus, and this pi cancels, so we get 18 times 39. See, this is still... This is just dumb. I just feel like this 36 is not labeling anything. So I'm just going to guess. Surface area. If it's 39 tall, 39 by like 10 is 3,900, which is like this many pi. I don't know. We're going to go with answer C. When in doubt, guess C. All right, what's next? Just a couple minutes left. I have another star. Here's 2 in a row. Okay. So join the, oh gosh. So, okay. So Stephen joined a petrol stations rewards program. So right away. So he gets 1,000 points for joining, and then every liter of petrol he gets 10, and then Supreme Petrol gets 15. So he had 2,350 points, which includes the 1,000 plus, plus how much ever R he had times 10, plus how much ever S he had times 15. Okay, so it's cheese. So R plus S equals 115. All right, we got our 2 equations. So S equals 115 minus R. Therefore, 2,350 equals 1. How about 1,350? We'll just get rid of that 1,000. So 1,350 equals 10R plus 15 times S, which is 115 minus R. So then 1350 equals, oh gosh, 10R minus 15R, which is negative 5R plus 115 times 15. Good thing I didn't do this problem the first time through. 115 times 15, 1725. Okay, so 1725. That minus 1350 is 375. So negative 5R, this is messy, equals 375. Therefore, R equals, oh, this is, God, I'm solving for it. I got to read the question. the answers. Which of the following could be the equation? Oh, gosh. So I was just doing this wrong the whole time. How much time do I have? 1 minute. All right, let's just try to get this right. And 115 liters of petrol. Okay. Try this one more time. We got 1 minute. We can get one last question, right? So, if he wanted to find out how much Supreme petrol he had purchased, he needed another equation. What could it be? Well, I do know that 3 times R plus 2 times S should equal the difference divided by 5. And so the difference is, what do we say? 1350 divided by 5, which should be 1250 divided by 5 is 250. So 270. Oh my gosh, is that it? 3R? Okay. Don't ask me how I got to this mentally, but I think that's right. Okay, let's see. Do we have time just to guess on this last one? We have 16 seconds, so let's just go ahead and guess. The 6th pattern is going to have a lot. I'm going to guess 82. Do I have any time to get any more starred equations? There's one more. I'm going to guess letter J. And I think my timer is just about to beep. There's our hour. Make sure to guess at the end. You might as well try to get some free answers. Going to go ahead and pause this. Take a deep breath. And I will speed up this next portion, but I'm going to go take all my answers, put them into an answer sheet, go ahead and score myself and see how we did on this ACT. See you soon. Okay. So a few comments here before we go. I did not answer one of them. I just missed one of them. So we did not get a 36. Bummer. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them starred. One of them being the one we missed. So 5 others that are starred. So if we only missed 6 overall in total, that's awesome, because that means everyone that we confidently answered, we got right. And maybe if we exchange one of those for a guess, who knows? So the goal is -6. Let's see how we do. Time to lock it in here. So HAG, hag to end it. Okay. All right, and time to grade ourselves. So I'm just going to mark the ones I get wrong. So E, K, C, J, B, bummer. H, E, D, bummer. F, B, G, A, K, C, G, C, lovely. F, D, K, B, H, B, J, A, G, B, F, unfortunate. C, unfortunate. God, we got all our guesses wrong. F, E, J, C, K, we cannot get a guess right. B, K, C, G, D, J, C. Wait. 39C. 39C, 40J. Okay, wrong. A, K, B, H, A. F, C, J, E, F, E, J, D, G, D, F, E, H, D, J to end it. Are you kidding me? There's no way we missed the last 2. Are you serious? 9? How? How is this one 9? All right. In the comments, if I didn't actually get one of these wrong, if you think, but according to this, I missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. -9. Okay. What does that equal in ACT score land? -9. ACT. Sorry, 1 second here. ACT score converter. So -9, so 51 out of 60. I got a 51 out of 60, which is a, let's see here. Let's see if this is a helpful score calculator or not. So for math, we got a 51, which is a 32 according to this. So they're saying I got a 32. which I feel pretty good about that in terms of trying to really take my time to think through this. I think the thing that helped me from the 27 on my last attempt was actually practicing what I preach and skipping problems that right when I look at it, I'm just like, this is going to take me some time. Why waste 5 minutes even getting this one right when I can get 5 problems at the end right? 5 problems at the end, even though I got the last 2 wrong, I guess. Maybe we should go back and review these. How did we get this one wrong? They're trying to tell me the answers are D and J to end these off. D. 2/45? I don't know. I might need y'all in the comments to help prove some sanity here. I don't think I have the brain power to go back and think about these after taking that test, but I scored a 32 out of 36, and we're just going to keep grinding until we get that 36 together. Teacher Blake, until the next time, have a good one.